Hey guys, hope all is well. Here's the video I promised you. Starting out with that transition piece, the body weight only exercises. You've already done your warm up, and now you move into these 10 body weight squats. And I'm just showing you different angles, different views. Reminder, nice and tall. Now we're going into our modified Hindu push-ups. You did 10 squats, you do 10 of these. Not doing a real good job with my head here. I'm hyperextending at the neck like I shouldn't be. Watch it near the end. I get in better position, the position you should be. Um, it's a hard instinct to break because you want to see what's going on around you and stretch and look up. Make sure you're really pulling those shoulders down into their sockets, flexing the back, the lats to do that. Pulling the shoulders down, lifting the chest, stretching through the spine. Here my head, I catch myself and get my head in a better position. Still not great. Now we're setting up and rolling into our modified bridge. I see some mud on me. All right, arms out at 45 degrees. Palms face me, and then I curl up at the elbows. And here I can feel my feet are too far out, so I pull them in, get them good, nice and flat on the ground, ankles under knees, and then push those hips up, up, up. Squeeze the butt. You're going to hold it for 60 seconds. I don't know how long I held it. I'm just doing this for demonstration, so I'm sure it's not a full minute. And now we go into our rear delt squeeze. Elbows out on line with shoulders. 90-degree at the elbow. Push the elbows into the ground. Arch the back up. Push your tailbone into the ground. So the only thing touching the ground is the back of your elbows and your lower hips or tailbone area. Your back should be arched up. The grass is a little high here. You can't really see mine. But mom or dad should be able to get their hands under the small of your back and touch their fingers. There should be a little space there. Moving right into our full workout now. Goblet squats. I don't lift the dumbbell safely like I told you all to. Palms facing up, nice and tall. Big inhale. Keeping the back tight. Always thinking tall, stomach tight. Exhale as you push up. Inhale down. Exhale, push through the heels. Exhale up. There, I adjust my head a little better. I was looking up a little too much, extending at the neck. It's a hard habit to break. And there, I kind of lose it again. Keep your head on line. You're going for 15 of these. From this point on, everything's 15 in this circuit. All 3 cycles, all exercises 15. You have to get 15 3 times on a given exercise before you up the weight on that exercise. Here I'm getting ready for my row. Get nice and tall, shoulders square over hips. Stay long, bend at the hips only. Now just squeeze up. Try to keep the arm, the wrist, the hand relaxed as possible, and pull with your lats, your back muscles. Pull that elbow up. Exhale as you pull up, inhale as you go down. Don't twist. If you start twisting, then you fatigue too much. It's time to stop the set or concentrate more. But once you lose it, then you got to stop. Don't do bad form to get a couple more reps. Also, I don't have a piano bench or some piece of furniture, so I'm bracing on my thigh, my opposite leg. You're going to use your piano bench or some type of furniture to brace that other hand on. Here I'm changing sides just to show you, remind you, hit both sides. Again, 15 reps. Getting it nice and tall there and straight. Get my alignment. Head's on good alignment here. This is a good one. Exhale and pull through the shoulder. Pull the elbow up with your lat muscle. Try to focus your attention on your back, on your lats, not on your arm or hand. Don't let that dumbbell be all tight and up towards the shoulder either. Remember, just squeeze up. Let it hang naturally. All right, setting up for those Hindu push-ups. You guys are working on your depth. So you go down as far as you can handle and try to challenge yourself. Jay is not going to rest on his head to make it through. If you can't make it through, it's okay to collapse. You want to go to that place where you are challenged, where you can't quite make it through, and really, really try with the working muscles. Don't rest on your head to get through and strain your neck. Over time, you will get stronger. Just showing you another angle. Down, fight, stay tight. Not good head alignment. I'm looking too far back. See? Hyperextending the neck. That's not good. Go back to those modified Hindu push-ups we did in the beginning and follow those last couple reps. Keep your head on line. Don't do what I'm doing here. Pull those shoulders down into their sockets. Really flex the lats. Lift the chest. Stretch through the top of the head. Reach through the top of the head for the ceiling. Now we're going into our full bridge. You guys are working on holding that for, I think, a minute. I can't remember for sure. Over time, build up to a minute. Really extend, push, squeeze the butt, the back of the legs, extend through the back. Push from the back all the way out into the ground. Again, here, even think tall. Think really extending, but out into the ground or into the direction you're pushing. All right, I went through the sequence once. Remember, you're going to go through 3 times without a break, and then now you go right into your curl and your tricep extension on one leg, working on that balance. Slow and controlled. Squeeze up, control the weight back. Keep that elbow high, pointing to the sky. Make the tricep, the back of the arm, do the work. Again, you're doing 15 reps and you're going back and forth from side to side for 3 full cycles of 15 before you add weight. You can see I'm more challenged balance-wise on this side than the other. And here I feel like my elbow's a little low, so I put the other hand up to sort of brace and remind myself to keep that elbow back by the ear or behind the ear, pointing to the sky. Now we move into our rear delt work. I'm just giving you an example of the form of the exercise we are working towards. Right now you're not doing this exercise because it's a little too challenging for you to get that position right there and rotate from there. But you have this, you can refer to it when you get stronger. Pull the elbows back on line with shoulders, rotate, press up, control back, control the rotation, control going back out. Feel the tension all the way, full range of motion, in when you're pulling in and then taking it back out. Really get your mind into the muscles. Here I'm just showing you a side view. You don't need a lot of resistance on this one. Slow and controlled is the most important thing, especially on this one. Squeeze back, rotate, press up, come back, rotate back, and back out. All right, this is what you're doing now. Just squeezing back to that 90-degree row. Elbows are up on line with shoulders. Squeeze back to 90. Nice and slow and controlled. Squeeze and control back. Squeeze, control back. Trying to strengthen the rear head of your deltoids, shoulders. Here I'm just showing you a side view. Squeeze back to that 90-degree, control back. Work up on these 3 sets of 15, and then slowly build up the resistance, maybe up about 3 levels from the yellow, 3 cables from the yellow. And then I want you to come back to yellow and try these. More challenging, straight arm. More work into the rear deltoid. And then you can start building these up. 3 sets of 15. Nice and slow and controlled. The back of your shoulder doing the work. Feel the back of your shoulder squeeze and pull back. Try to keep your arms, wrists, hands as relaxed as you possibly can. And have that rear part of your shoulder do the work. So you got to focus with your mind. Here I'm showing you side view. Think about the rear shoulder pulling the elbows back. Pull the elbows back, and then control back. Here I'm moving too fast. I don't have resistance. With resistance, I want you moving much slower. Resist back. All right, I want you to try this now. I don't know if we even looked at this. But with the upper arm braced against the body, you might be able to handle this rotator cuff, external rotation exercise. So you keep the upper arm braced against the body. Here I'm showing you, roll out. And see, I'm not going all the way out. Don't go so far out that the very exercise we're using to strengthen and keep the shoulder from getting injured gets injured. You actually cause impingement by going all the way out. Stay within your comfort zone. If you feel a little bit of pressure, back off from that. Do not go to the point of pain. Now here I'm pulling inward, so I'm coming from that point that I had rolled out to and pull the resistance inward. So one is rotating outward. The other one, you turn your body around and pull inward. 2 different directions, and of course you hit both sides, so I show you that. My form isn't great since I'm showing you the other side. I'm moving too quickly, not concentrating enough. But here the resistance is coming across the body. Now you're pulling it to you, so 2 different directions. All right, working on the snatch. This is workout B. We just went through workout A. Now this is workout B. Not great form. It's a light dumbbell. It's hard to do properly with a light dumbbell. But I didn't want to lug a bunch of stuff out, everything I had to carry. Nice and tall. Hips go down low. Start with a leg explosion. Then the hips come into the game and snap forward. Then the upper body pulls back. The back pulls back. Exhale. Remember, you're doing 5 single explosions. Here I'm showing you, reminding you to work the other side, so it's 5 on each side. Go down, pause for a minute, get yourself set, get good form. Mom and dad, or mom or dad should be watching you and cueing you. If those hips start coming up, if that back starts rounding, you either stop or get your form together. Now here we're doing explosive sit-up. I don't know if we did it with weight, but that's the direction I wanted to take you, so I'm showing you. Someone will be holding your feet. Your hips are rotated up Now this is the place where you want to round your back. Keep that low back close, tight into the ground. Curl the chest up, and then from there explode up. Start with just body weight and then add light weight, and over time build up. There I'm showing you to put your hands together under your hips. You keep those hips rotated up and the small of the back rounded into the ground. This is your explosive leg lift. Of course, someone will be behind you pushing on your shins. Your job is to resist that push and spring back into them. Again, 5 or at most 10 singles. I don't have your guys' stick, so I just grabbed a stick to demonstrate. Here's your rotational work. 3 quadrants each side, 45-degree from the shoulder across the body. Now straight across the body. And then we're going to move down to 45 from 45 degrees up. And Dad, you can adjust this as need be. We're trying to mimic the golf swing as much as possible. So if you need to adjust feet to a different position, you want to work on that stepping drill that the golf pro is having you do with this, you can play with this. Look at their golf swing and then try to, as much as possible, make this rotation work match that. So we're trying to bring our explosive stuff and give it direction. The stuff we did before this. I would do maybe 5, no more than 10 at each. You're doing a lot here, so probably 5 is good. But no more than 10 at each angle. And I'm just working my way around so you see different angles. Keep the arms pinned into the body so you're really working on core rotation, body rotation, hips, legs, abs, that part of the movement.